is, what is Christ's church? Is it all the local churches or all of Jesus' disciples? And that is to ask, is the local church able for or open for such a partnership? Would not house gatherings of disciples be a more competent way of edifying and discipling new born Christians coming from Islam? As local churches are now closed, the solution could be house churches. So again, going back to that dynamic of what model house churches or not, monocultural churches or multi-ethnic churches. It's the same kind of question. Do you want to add anything, Steve, to that question?
Well, just a comment that, yeah, we've touched on a lot of the practical things, and it's saying, yeah, this is more of the same. But something I do want to say, having been in mission leadership for 30 years, is that missiological thinking or missional theology needs now to be done about in the area of how we are doing church. And I believe the coronavirus, COVID-19, has pushed us online, and our church has taken on a new vibrancy of relationships, and WhatsApp groups are set up, and there's more connectivity and fellowship and strengthening and all sorts of stuff since we went online. So I feel that these, for instance, the cell church principle has a lot to commend it, where we are based in home or cluster groups, but we retain the church gathered thing. And I remember attending Yonggi Cho's church in Seoul, Korea, which is nearly 250,000 members. And they all come in and sit in zones, which are all the groups with their leaders. And if anyone's missing at big church, somebody knows. And they had got it down to a fine art, because these were zonal pastors, they call them. But the church, the strength of it and the growth of it was through home groups. And it was a cellular church. So, there are some lessons we could learn, but I personally am weary of our denominational traditions of business as usual, when the New Testament offers us so much that we could be doing as church that is life-giving, and actually would add meaning to when we are church gathered. So that's my heart. Yeah.